What is Gucci YouTube? Happy 2026, and we are back, still black, with some more Boruto Tubu Vortex content for you guys. Now, before we end the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and let's get to it. Yes, Sirski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Real quickly, I've enjoyed the holidays, Christmas, going into the New Year's, family time, drama, the highs, the lows, all that, what you want to call it. I honestly didn't know how I would feel to start recording again, but the minute I press record, it's like one of those things, like you never forget how to ride a bike. You feel me? The minute I press record, man, I feel like shit, I'm at home. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But hey, we back at it like some crack addicts, but we don't do the drugs. You know what I'm saying? So Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, it is looking up. Hopefully 2026, we got a lot of great things to look forward to with just the Boruto IP and franchise. I know rumors, hearsay, a lot of discussions about, releases, confirmations. I don't bring if, ands, or buts to the channel. So anytime y'all hear a confirmation or announcement regarding them damn 4 Naruto episodes, I'm not gonna talk about it here. I'm gonna talk about it when episode 1 drops. So until that day happens, the shit is non-existent in my book, right? But a lot of hearsay, a lot of news, rumors going around the Boruto / Naruto IP, but forget all of that, right? Because everything is always gonna happen in that regard, especially when we get into Jump Fest. The fans be upset we didn't get any official confirmations. The 10-year anniversary is coming up and people are still concerned. I'm gonna just give it to you straight. Boruto anime content, like, I don't see that shit happening anytime soon this year. I don't, like, just look forward to 2027, maybe 2028 at this point. If you just keep waiting for it, it's gonna be much worse of a wait. If you really just operate under the pretense that, yeah, Boruto is what we got, basically the manga is what we have, your life will be so much better. I promise you, because you don't spend every day waking up like, damn, another anime episode I could have watched, but it's not out and it's not airing. Shit is gonna come whenever it comes, right? But regardless of all of that, 2026, I'm looking forward to everything and anything Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. I'm extremely hyped and geeked for this current MoMoshiki invasion arc. Things are going down, and we already talked about it. Karma Seal Boruto is out here operating different. Karma Seal Kawaki is operating different. We got the 2 heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying, and Damon and Sarada chilling in the back, playing the last final villain for this guy MoMoshiki once he makes his way through the village. And then we got the #1 attack force strike team out being led by Himawari, you know what I'm saying, the new team 10. And there's just a lot going on. So a lot of anticipations, a lot of things to look forward to. Shikamaru's getting questioned. Is Lord Kobu going to actually continue an interrogation once he learns the village is under attack? Or is he going to be, you know what I'm saying, competent and decide, okay, maybe I'm going to just let Shikamaru give the orders as he sees fit? Because without Shikamaru acting as early as he acted, and it was just really on side to get the information once MoMoshiki invaded, and then he sends the police out for it, it would have been a whole lot more damage by MoMoshiki. MoMoshiki probably would have even gotten more closer to figuring out wherever Ada was. So there's a lot going down in that regard. Of course, the big thing, this guy Kashin Koji is questioning what is happening by the end of the chapter. He doesn't look satisfied. It can be a number of things. It can be a plethora of things. And I'm thinking, because I'm seeing a lot more theories going around this community, it might have something to do with this guy MoMoshiki specifically, because it was confirmed last chapter, this nigga whipped out 50 clones. But the chapter before that, nigga Kashin Koji said all he needs is 20 to 30 to start acting like a wild animal. Well, this nigga's doing simple math, and there's 50 of them out there talking about I got 70 eyes on me and none of them are Ada. Let's keep on going on with the plan. He seems pretty damn smart to me, right? On top of that, this guy Bug was probably, most likely, the lead scientist at Boro's hideout. And it's not something you can just scoff over, because this nigga was obviously in charge of keeping up-to-date maintenance with both Ada and Damon's body, possibly whoever else sideboards may have been in that facility, but he seemed like to be the top dog in charge to go to whenever you needed something if Boro wasn't there. So it's not that far-fetched to think, yeah, this guy MoMoshiki might just be that smart, and we probably undertook him and didn't give him enough credit when in terms of his intelligence dropping whenever his ability activates. Now, I went on that rant just to say, All of this is beautiful. All of this is amazing. But what am I looking forward to mostly this year? I am looking forward to the GOAT, the one and only Big Boruto Otsutsuki, to pull up on the other GOATs, the other one and only Big Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Now, a couple of videos ago, I talked about the rematch between Kawaki and Momoshiki. I talked about the anticipations between Boruto versus Kawaki, the anticipations of Damon and Sora to team up versus Momoshiki. We talk about endless ideas and endless discussions, but we never ever talk about this guy Boruto getting his fair ones against Momoshiki. And I believe that fight would do more justice than a rematch of Kawaki versus Momoshiki. Now, I understand Boruto's whole plan is, right? Oh, let's take down the Shinju, wipe out these threats, boom, Momoshiki takes me over, boom, Kawaki, you kill me, everybody's all happy. Everybody has been falling under that pretense. I can't even say since Two Blue Vortex. Even before Two Blue Vortex, we were under the guise and the idea that Momoshiki will be defeated by Kawaki at the discretion of this guy Boruto, because he's the one who trusts in order to take care of that mission. But aside from the initial giant father-son Rasengan, can Momoshiki and Boruto get a proper ones for the one who's been antagonizing the other their entire story? Like, for someone like Momoshiki and someone like Boruto to have this constant beef, to be within each other's vicinity day in and day out. Imagine if we had this same thing with Naruto and he never fought Kurama, never had a chance to do the little tug of war for his chakra power. It's kind of like a missed opportunity. So yes, I believe 2026, we have something to look forward to this year. Now, as far as how long this Momoshi fight will go in this current arc, I'm not sure, but I think the next big fight for this guy Boruto, for this guy specifically Momoshiki, because I know Boruto's been running a gauntlet in TBV, so this nigga might be fighting for the next 10 chapters for all we know. But for Momoshiki,
right now, if me and you, or me and you, all right, so me and you get up and beat this nigga up, they gonna say we pussy. Why didn't shoot the square one, right? Yeah. But because it's 6ix9ine, he got his ass whooped. Nobody say, oh, jump in this pussy. Two different rules.
If it's not gonna be one of the Shinju or Kawaki, I think his next major fight, meaning life or death fight, meaning the loser of this fight is probably not gonna be in the story anymore. It's gonna be against this guy Boruto. Now, Boruto has had his life flipped upside down. Yes, not just by the inclusion of Ada being there and then this guy Kawaki activating omnipotence through Ada and all of these things happening, his life being stolen, yet everything dates back to this guy Momoshiki, right? When Boruto initially saw Momoshiki declare how Naruto is working hard for all of this power, then Momoshiki popped out 4 pills. He's like, I could just pop these pills and get some power just like you, gang. And Boruto immediately looked at the Shinobi gauntlet that was on his wrist and he saw himself in Momoshiki. They go deeper into it within the novel's version. It's like, without any correction on his path down life, Boruto very much saw himself ending up exactly as he's seen Momoshiki, a guy who was basically blessed with talent, yet somehow doesn't think hard work or earning whatever you have gets you to where you need to be. So Boruto learned his lesson and he saw himself in Momoshiki. So a lot of foreshadowing in that regard, right? We already understand the stakes that are at toll and, you know what I'm saying, front and center with this guy Boruto and his body being taken over, understanding Momoshiki, yes, sacrificed the idea of being resurrected, but the whole entire consensus of 2 souls fighting for 1 body is still there. And Momoshiki already understands Boruto isn't gonna let him take over his body, but if Boruto can die, Momoshiki would die. So that's the next best thing. Now, Boruto offers this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and Momoshiki makes a declaration, yeah, I'm gonna help you take down Jura, but first thing I'm gonna do is off this man, Kawaki. There's so many beating around the bushes when it comes to these 2 characters. It's like, when we discuss Boruto, we gotta focus on Jura, or we gotta focus on Kawaki. When we discuss this guy Momoshiki, we gotta focus on Kawaki. We gotta focus on the threat to the ninja world. Well, why not just focus on these 2 characters by themselves? Why can't we think and theorize, wait, what if inside of their psyche, right, which would be the most likely way to go, Boruto and Momoshiki have this crazy ass Naruto x Kurama type battle, right? And we see them going hand in hand, and it doesn't even have to be anything out of the ordinary, right? Because we understand how much stronger Boruto has gotten without his karma seal. So is it safe to say that a Momoshiki possibly within Boruto's mind and a Boruto, right, fully powered within Boruto's mind, are they equal in power? Are they equal in terms of strength? Because just bear with me, right? Taking Momoshiki within a teenage Boruto's body, obviously that is stacked on top of each other. Momoshiki is going to be extremely much stronger. Now, taking that same Boruto and just having the Karma Seal with Boruto maintaining his conscience, that Boruto is going to be extremely much stronger. So I don't know if we're going to see a situation where maybe a no Karma Seal Boruto and a base Momoshiki are going at it, right? Or we might see a Karma Seal and Boruto and maybe another version, but obviously it's like the light and dark where Naruto battled himself at the waterfall. We see the Momoshiki in a Boruto's body with his own Karma Seal, with his Byakugan active, right? And we see them going at it hand in hand. It could go either way, but I think the best idea would be something like Momoshiki and Boruto battling within their psyche, or somehow, some way figuring out to separate the two souls from one body. Momoshiki gets extracted and we could have a big battle where it's Boruto versus this nigga Momoshiki, right? And then we can fully see maybe Boruto maintains or retains his Karma Seal, similar to the situation with Kawaki, and Momoshiki is extracted, maintaining and retaining all of his power as well. And they just go head on at each other. I think narratively, and just figuratively, it does so much more to give us a Boruto through and through fight versus this guy Momoshiki. It does so much for both characters than what it would do if we get a rematch between Kawaki and this guy Momoshiki, because we know we've had skirmishes without them all throughout part 1, and then we know the back and forth has been foreshadowed all throughout part 2, yet Boruto himself has never got a chance to box his own inner demons. Don't you think that's a little weird? But even beyond that being a little weird, do you think that Ikimoto is doing that on purpose? Because there's been no point in the story where it's been, you know, slowly or subtly shown to us that, this nigga Momoshiki got a box Boruto. But time and time again, Ikimoto has proven to us he's not afraid to basically subvert our expectations. Who would have thought the first 5 chapters in the TBV, Himawari was going to be boxing the main villain? Who would have thought, after establishing the matchups, Ryu versus the Team Sam, Hidari versus Boruto and Sarada, we got Mamushi versus Damon, we got Jura versus Kawaki, right? Who would have thought Ryu was gonna get offed by Sarada? You know, so that just leads me to believe, well, damn, all of these setups are leading me to fall under the idea that maybe, just maybe, the one to take down Jura might be Kawaki or Himawari, right? Boruto playing a major role, maybe having to be alive in that future. That Kashin Koji saw, Boruto needs to be alive in a future where Jura dies. It doesn't say that he needs to be the one to kill Jura. So maybe Kawaki is the one to off Jura. And just maybe, in the same sense where the same thing, Naruto does something, Sasuke does something, Boruto does something, Kawaki does something, Kawaki defeats Jura, Boruto defeats Momoshiki, boom. We got episode 1, chapter 1, where the two brothers are facing off in the destroyed village. Let me know how y'all think about that. I just think 2026 might be a little bit more open to the idea of spreading the breadcrumbs and the seeds of Boruto versus this guy, Momoshiki. So let me know how y'all feel about it, and let me know your thoughts, ideas, and concerns. It's your boy, Black Child 3, long face, skinny body. Holla at your boy, I'ma holla at y'all. Black Child out, yes sir. Ski!